Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, the Death Knight, and with Birds of Prey premiering this week, we have a lot of plot leaks on the movie. Throughout this video, we're going to be breaking down what apparently happens in the movie and its ending. This leak comes directly from Reddit and has been substantiated by a number of sources, so it seems pretty legit. Obviously, there will be heavy spoilers here, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined about the movie, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. All leaks like this should be taken with a grain of salt, but it does seem very likely and we wouldn't want to ruin the movie for anyone who wants to go into the film with fresh eyes. If you're still here, thank you for clicking the video. Now let's get into our breakdown of Birds of Prey. Okay, so this comes from Reddit user AlphaFoxRun, who apparently saw the film earlier in the week. We know that DC have had several review screenings and early showings of the film across the globe, and the person behind the post apparently attended one of these. I'm going to be taking their breakdown and kind of rewording it just to make the sentences flow a bit better, and throughout I'll also be dropping my thoughts in. However, if you want to read the summary in its entirety, then I'll link it in the description below. Anyway, apparently the movie starts with Harley narrating her origin in cartoon. According to the user, the entire movie is narrated by the character, and I did see this verified by people on Twitter who complained about this choice. Personally, I'm not too worried about it, as a lot of films that I love have narration in them, and it can work great if applied properly. In the wake of Suicide Squad, she has just broken up with Joker and is taking it badly. The character is completely alone, feels isolated, and has been left to her own devices. According to the summary, the movie is nonlinear, so elements of the film take place in non-chronological order, and certain things happen at different times and set other things up that happen earlier in the movie. Look, just bear with me, I'll try and explain it as best as possible. Early on, Harley annoys Gotham crime lord Black Mask by crippling his driver in a fight. She goes on a several-day bender, and whilst drunk steals a gas tanker and blows up Ace Chemicals, which is what we see in the trailer. Somehow, Renee Montoya is able to know that Harley did it as a way of getting over the Clown Prince of Crime, and everyone in the city apparently also jumps to this conclusion. This makes Black Mask put a hit out on Harley, and slowly mercenaries go after her. We then cut to Black Canary calling Montoya, saying that everyone is after a young girl named Cassandra Cain. Apparently, every time someone is introduced, it cuts to their origin story, and we learn that Black Canary was a lounge singer at Black Mask's club. After saving Harley from being sexually assaulted, Black Mask makes her his new driver, and this kinda ties back to the fight earlier on. Canary spends most of the movie as his driver, informing Montoya from behind the scenes of exactly what's going on in his operation, and this is where they form a friendship. We then cut to Montoya, who is every cop cliche. This isn't me saying this, this is a Reddit post by the way. I'm not sitting about slagging women off before you start, Mary Sue. I know what you like to do for clicks. Anyway, she struggles to exceed in work due to the trappings of her gender, and no one gives her credit. According to the leak, she spends half of the movie in a I shave my balls for this shirt t-shirt, and then Harley breaks into the police station wielding a beanbag shotgun. From here, we flash back to a time that Harley was being chased by Montoya. Harley steals an egg sandwich which she was craving, and apparently after the chase scene, Montoya catches up to her and knocks the sandwich out of her hand. Harley swears revenge and she escapes from Montoya, but is then captured by Black Mask, who managed to catch up to her. Black Mask threatens to murder her, and she offers to go and get Cassandra Cain for him after hearing that Cassandra stole a rare and valuable diamond. Apparently, Cassie swallowed this, and Black Mask has put $500,000 on her head. We then cut to the scene from earlier with Harley attacking the police station with a beanbag shotgun. It's revealed that Cassie is at the station, and this is why Harley is hunting there. Harley finally makes it to where Cassandra is being held and accidentally releases all of the prisoners, and they start to run riot. She beats them all up with ballet moves and gymnastics, and then chases Cassandra through the police station. They end up in the evidence room when a bunch of mercenaries catch up to them. Harley beats them all effortlessly, and then more mercenaries appear with guns, and she fights them as well. Harley takes cover behind a pallet of cocaine, and as they're shooting at it, it vaporizes into the air and she begins breathing it in. Due to the high, she's able to disarm all of the gun-wielding opponents and breaks most of their legs. She then tricks Cassandra into trusting her and then starts teaching her life lessons. After a shopping trip and introducing her to a landlord, Harley takes her to her apartment where they eat cereal. There's a knock on Harley's door, so she runs to the window and someone throws a ball of fireworks into Harley's apartment, blowing it up. In what was supposed to be an emotional scene, her pet hyena dies, so having no clue where it is, falls completely flat. Again, that's the Redditor saying it, not me. You know we'll love animals at that channel. Harley goes downstairs to find the landlord packing everything up, and he tells her that he betrayed her. Realizing that it's everyone for themselves, Harley decides to turn Cassandra in. It's at this point that we cut to the Huntress's origin story, where we learn that she was the daughter of the crime lord that originally owned the diamond that Cassie stole. Her entire family was massacred in front of her, but Huntress managed to survive this because one of the goons helped her to play dead, and then he took her out the country to raise her. She became a trained assassin and has been hunting everyone that was involved in her family's death. Anyway, back in the present, Harley sets up a meeting with Black Mask in an abandoned amusement park funhouse. Black Mask sends Canary and his enforcer Zaz to go and get them. According to the summary, because Canary is obviously an idiot, she leaves her phone where Zaz can see it, and Montoya texts her saying that she'll meet them soon. Montoya, Black Canary and Zaz all meet up with Harley. Zaz tries to get Canary to cut Cassandra open, but she refuses to, and everyone fights, and then Huntress kills Zaz, as it turns out he was a member of the gang who killed her family. Black Mask arrives with an army, and a funhouse fight scene occurs. The user states this is easily the best part of the movie, and it's one that a lot of people will enjoy when watching the film. They beat everyone up and then triumphantly walk out of the funhouse and start getting a barrage of bullets shot at them. Black Mask grabs Cassandra and starts to make a getaway. Black Canary then uses her Canary Scream, and Harley Quinn, who is on roller skates, uses that to propel her towards the car. Huntress comes from out of nowhere on a bike to help pull Harley along, and then flings Harley towards Black Mask's car, wrecking her bike in the process. Harley causes Black Mask to crash his car, and he flees with Cassandra to a foggy pier. Harley uses her last bullet and accidentally shoots a statue, and Cassandra shows that she pickpocketed the pin off of one of Black Mask's grenades. Harley then throws him over the pier, where he explodes with the grenade midair. But where was Batman this whole time? Anyway, that defeats the villains, and we get an epilogue of sorts that wraps up all of the characters' arcs and shows where things could be heading in the future. We learn that Renee quit the force, and that Huntress used her money to fund Montoya and Canary's new crime fighting team, aptly called the Birds of Prey. Harley pawns the diamonds for cash, and her and Cassandra ride off in the sunset together, probably off to go film the Suicide Squad. I'm looking forward to that, James Gunn, you better not let me down. Now, we did hear rumours earlier in the week that the post-credit scene was Green Arrow looking for Canary, and this got widely reported. I didn't have anyone to verify it, so I didn't cover it, but apparently this scene was made up, and Oliver Queen does not appear in the movie. According to the user, there is no real post-credit scene, and Grace Randolph did verify this on Twitter, so it seems true. Apparently they do sort of have something to stick around for though, and this continues the narration of Harley Quinn. Over the credits she does a voiceover that says she knows a secret, and that is who Batman really is. That closes the ending on a cliffhanger, and who knows if we'll ever find out who Batman really is. Inside sources say that Batman is actually Bruce Wayne, but I guess we'll never know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for Who is the Batman video coming out this April. Now that concludes all of the plot summary and is the most detailed one on the film that I could find. Obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on the leaks and if it makes you excited for the film. If you've seen the movie then please let us know if this is true, and if you want to see more DC stuff then make sure you check out our breakdown of this week's big Batman news. We go over the top stories, so it's definitely worth checking out if you're hyped for the film. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. You get access to content early and can also suggest video topics and breakdowns. We massively appreciate it, and it goes a long way to helping videos like this get made. Every month we give away free movies to people who are subscribed to the channel, and this month you can win Dr. Sleep, and all you have to do is comment on a video and make sure you sub with notifications on. The more videos you comment on, the more you have a chance of winning, so make sure you get involved. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of February, and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.